I know another time, I believe we were auditioning for America's Got Talent. They came to Houston.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we got invited to go and audition.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, this was embarrassing. I know another time, I believe we were auditioning for America's Got Talent. They came to Houston.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we got invited to go and audition.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, this was embarrassing. I remember we had like everybody's there in the same hall, like all the people that are auditioning. And it was our turn to go up there. And we did like a little trial performance. And I did not tie my shoe. And I remember I did a move and my shoe like flew. And it hit this little girl like in the front row right in the head.
That's why they didn't pick us, bro.
And it's funny too. And it's funny because I was performing with like one shoe and then with my sock and stuff. And at the very end of the show, the little girl goes, "Hey, here's your shoe. I'm the girl you hit with the shoe." I was like, "Oh man, I saw a little Nike check on her cheek." She had a little mark on her face.
All right,
like,
she had Nike right here, air on the top of her forehead.
Real.
That's crazy. Yeah, man. One time, I remember walking out on stage at Miller one year, and we have like 5,000 people out there, bro. This is like one of the first times that we perform at Miller, and we're doing this piece called Blue Air, and I'm walking onto the stage, and all I remember is twisting my ankle, and I'm talking about rolling.
You just walking on the stage?
I'm walking on the stage, and there was like this big wire that it wasn't covered up or something. I remember, and I always had to wrap my ankle when I perform. And then boom, and I rolled it. I'm talking about it. Thing was like this, dude. It was like an elephant foot, bro. it was big, dude. And I had to do the whole. That was just walking out. And I remember the piece I had to start like if I'm praying or something. It was down, look up, look left, right, and I'm like I have like a tear. I'm like holding. I was just like, and then I'm like, my family's in the front row. I'm just like, oh. So I had to do everything with like 1 foot.
Man.
And recently we've had one of our guys, Chad. He got hurt in the beginning when we started rehearsing, like 4 weeks ago. So he's been healing with the injury. So every time I see Chad, I'm poor Chad, man. I know that.
Hey, but big shout out to Chad because even though he has a hurt foot,
round of applause.
Yeah, big shout out to Chad.
Come on, Chad. Yes, sir.
Big shout out because even though he hurt his ankle, at rehearsal he's still doing 110%.
Man, he's pushing it.
He's pushing it.
That lets you know, like there's no excuse. There's no excuse if you want it. Kathy has had situations where she came straight from the hospital to rehearsal. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So you gotta have that grit. You gotta have that want. You gotta have that. And I have one more story. One of our guys. I'm not gonna say who it is, but he knows who it is. And this is in the earlier group, right? And this is like in 99, 2000. We're doing a concert at Miller Theater too, And we're kind of new to the game, but not really. We know that you're supposed to drink water, right? Well, this particular guy loved Dr. Pepper, right? And some of us do, some of us don't, whatever, right? But some people like it, and especially it's big in Texas. So if you're listening, our audio listeners, Dr. Pepper is a drink here in Texas that's big, right? And I think it started here or something like that. I'm not sure, right? But it's like, So anyway, so we're doing the show, and I'm noticing this guy in between the pieces, and we're doing now. This time it was only 4 guys in fly at the time.
Oh man!
And we're doing a 75-minute show with 4 guys.
Wow!
Right? So they were at Miller Theater doing our own concert. So in between the pieces, right? I'm seeing him drink Dr. Pepper the whole time, and he's crushing them. He's one at a time. And when you go to these shows, you have a writer or something that you request as a performer for them to give you like towels backstage, water. If you have it like that, then they cater it.
Granola.
Or they take you out to eat or whatever the case is. So in our writer, we had energy drinks or whatever it was in 1999 what we had requested. And I know one thing that he wanted was Dr. Pepper. So there was like a 12-pack of Dr. Peppers. And I'm sitting there watching as I'm doing the pieces, and there's times where I'm on stage, times where I'm not. I'm just seeing like that 12 becoming, 10, then becoming 8, becoming 9. So he's dancing in this during intermission, like during the last piece, right? So we're doing the last piece before intermission. So we go and we're doing a piece, and next thing you know, he just falls out. He just passes out on the floor. Everybody's running, but it was off stage. Nobody saw this. The curtain comes down for halftime. Everybody's like, "Oh man, well, is he all right? Is he all right? Is he all right?" Everybody, and then he kind of like came to. And guess what this guy said? The first thing he said, everybody's like, oh, you okay? He's like, hey man, pass me my Dr. Pepper right quick.
Oh my god.
Hey, that's how you know. That's how you know it's good.